Have you ever met someone who just felt steady? Like no matter what was happening around them, they stayed calm, kind, and grounded. Now, think about your Uncle Mike. He's 52 years old, has 3 kids, and still throws a tantrum every time his football team loses. Meanwhile, your 17-year-old cousin can sit through a family argument, listen to everyone, and somehow say the one thing that calms the whole room down. So, age clearly isn't the deciding factor here. We tend to assume that maturity comes with time, that the years just pile up and wisdom shows up on its own. But that's not really how it works. Maturity isn't about how many birthdays you've had. It's about how you handle your emotions, your relationships, and yourself. So if age doesn't determine maturity, what does? Here are 7 signs someone is truly mature. See how many of these describe you or someone you look up to. 1. They respond from their values, not their emotions. Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment that you instantly regretted? We've all been there. Truly mature people don't let a passing emotion drive the car. When something upsets them, they don't react instantly. They pause. They ask themselves what actually matters here and what kind of person they want to be in this moment. This doesn't mean they don't feel anger, hurt, or frustration. They feel it just as strongly as anyone else. The difference is that their sense of who they are is stronger than the emotion trying to take over. So instead of the feeling controlling them, their character steps in and takes the wheel. Over time, this builds trust. People know that even when things get tense, this person won't blow up or say something cruel just because they're upset in the moment. 2. They understand that good things take time. Do you ever want results right now? A better body, a better job, a better relationship, instantly? Mature people have made peace with the fact that meaningful things take time to build. They're not chasing overnight success or instant validation. They know that a strong friendship, a solid career, or personal growth is built slowly through small, consistent choices. Because of this, they don't panic when progress feels slow. They keep showing up anyway. And this patience doesn't just apply to their own goals. It extends to other people too. They understand that everyone is fighting some kind of battle, moving at their own pace, so they're far less likely to judge someone for not being there yet. 3. They follow through even when it's inconvenient. Think about the last time you told someone you'd do something and then just didn't feel like it anymore. It happens to everyone. What separates a mature person here isn't that they never lose motivation. It's what they do after the motivation fades. When they commit to something, whether it's a promise to a friend or a goal for themselves, they follow through even when the initial excitement is long gone. This is exactly why people who keep their word tend to be the ones others trust the most, with secrets, with responsibilities, with anything that matters. 4. They listen more than they talk. Have you ever been mid-conversation with someone and realized they weren't really listening? They were just waiting for their turn to speak. Mature people do the opposite. When someone is talking to them, they're actually present. They're not mentally drafting their response while the other person is still mid-sentence. They're absorbing what's being said, thinking about the other person's perspective, and only then responding. This makes a huge difference in how conversations feel. People walk away feeling heard, not just talked at. And because mature people genuinely believe there's something to learn from almost everyone, listening isn't just politeness to them. It's how they keep growing. Every conversation becomes a small chance to understand the world a little better. 5. They don't need constant validation. Do you find yourself checking how many likes a post got or replaying a compliment in your head for days? There's nothing wrong with enjoying recognition. It feels good. But mature people don't depend on it. They can acknowledge their own achievements and feel proud without needing someone else to confirm it for them. This is where real humility comes from, not pretending they're not good at something, but simply not needing to prove it to everyone around them. They treat people with the same kindness whether they're being praised or completely ignored, because their sense of worth isn't riding on outside approval. That kind of quiet confidence is honestly rare, and it's magnetic. 6. They stay open-minded even when they disagree. Time to open your mind for a second. Have you ever instantly written someone off because their opinion was different from yours? Mature people resist that urge. They understand that everyone's beliefs are shaped with a completely different set of experiences, struggles, and environments. So disagreeing with someone doesn't automatically make that person wrong or make you right. Instead of shutting down opposing views, they get curious about them. They ask questions. They consider the possibility that they might be missing something. This doesn't mean they abandon their own values. It just means they hold them with humility instead of arrogance. As wise as they might seem, they know they don't have all the answers, and they're okay with that. 7. They take responsibility for their actions. Here's a hard one. When was the last time you messed up and immediately owned it, without excuses? Self-awareness is really the foundation of everything on this list. Mature people understand that their actions have consequences, not just for themselves, but for the people around them. So before they speak or act, there's a moment of reflection, a quick check-in with themselves about how this might affect others. And when they do get it wrong, which happens to everyone, they don't get defensive or make excuses. They have enough humility to say, "I was wrong," adjust their behavior, and actually do better next time. That kind of accountability is uncomfortable in the moment, but it's exactly what makes someone trustworthy in the long run. So let's bring it back to you. Do you respond from your values or your emotions in the moment? Are you patient with the process, or do you want results right now? When you say you'll do something, do you follow through even when you don't feel like it? None of us are perfectly mature all the time, and that's completely okay. Growth isn't about being flawless. It's about noticing where you can improve and choosing to try. So tell us in the comments, which of these 7 signs you already have down, and which one are you still working on? Be honest with yourself. That kind of self-awareness is the first sign of maturity right there. If this video gave you something to think about, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with a friend who needs to hear this too. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.